हिंदी सबटाइटल्स के लिए इस बटन पर क्लिक करें, फिर कैप्शंस पे जाके हिंदी का चयन करें।
I listened to a very beautiful talk by quite an acclaimed Indian musician called Kaushiki Chakrabarti yesterday. And in it she described very beautifully what the importance is of when one surrenders to the Guru, when is the right time. So she was speaking from the perspective of a musician and how very important and difficult it is in the initial relationship with the music guru. So she was saying her father and mother are her music gurus. And she was explaining how she had the natural tendency towards music. So she enjoyed it very much. But this doesn't mean that she is a proficient musician. So what she had to do really, from about the age of 3, as soon as sounds could come out of her coherently, her parents grabbed hold of her. And they began to inculcate in her and pass on to her all the things that they already understood. So the more than 80 years of experience in music was passed on to her. So together with a life as a child and a student at school and all the other things that she had to do, the most important thing to her was music. And so she would diligently apply herself to the vocal exercises, the exercises in memory that were required for her to master in order to become proficient. So this would be hours every day. And it would be every day to learn the technicality of music. Step by step, to build her voice, to build her breath, and she said at the end of this, the first 10 years of your life are the most important to learn anything. And that once these first 10 years are lost, it is very difficult to make up for it. Then I started to think about this in terms of the devotee meeting the Guru in their spiritual life. So we look at ourselves and we see we are not 2 years old. We already have a very well-formed idea in our minds of what we think spirituality is. So we have our own notion. What God is, what love is, what spirituality is. And so the great difficulty for us in surviving and growing spiritually is the skill of forgetting. Forgetting what we think we already know. And this requires really that we have determination. This is the secret ingredient. Anybody can start spiritual life. Anyone. Also, anybody can end spiritual life. What is more difficult and the actual journey is to sustain, to stick with it. The temptation is very great when things don't go the way we want, when situations don't look quite as we planned, when people don't behave how we imagine they should. We may choose to isolate ourselves or run away from situations. When things get hard and we have to face something that is difficult, our natural tendency may be to forget about the Guru. Maybe to blame the Guru. Maybe anything but to see who is continuously supporting us. So if you look at the beauty added in our lives, the color, the newness, the ability to love, all of these appear with much greater aliveness after the presence of the day. Our entire perspective changes because of his determination. And this so beautifully fits into the story of the Govardhan Leela. As you know, Krishna wanted always to show inhabitants of Raj that they should center their lives on him. So milk and milk products, cows, were the important things to them. So he aimed for those important things. Every day he would break into a different gopi's house, break the milk pots, steal butter, steal yogurt, leave his footprints everywhere, so that their eyes and minds would turn to him. So look, what is the precious thing to you? What is your milk pot? What is your cow? When you start the journey, it is to install the Lord as the most important. The beautiful story in Raj is that there is no competition for him. He will not tolerate Either he is the most important thing or he is not. That being said, when his father did the Govardhan Puja as he instructed, and Indra became really upset and decided, okay, who is this child who will destroy this whole village and him? Then he showed that he is not merely speaking words. He has the ability to follow through. And so by his design, he lifted Govardhan. And for 7 days, he gave shelter to all the residents of Vrindavan. So we are no different. And the Guru is no different. In the most difficult situations, he is the shelter. So, for as long as we run away from the opposites, we run from pain for the sake of pleasure. We want security in the material. For as long as this is the truth, we cannot experience the magic of trust and how he transforms us. So through the established relationship, which for us happens through the continuous remembering, every opportunity is given for that. The festivals we celebrate, the daily festival of our worship, our personal practice of Atma-Kriya Yoga. All these are designed so we can see how we are served. The world is very uncertain. At one moment, we wanted one thing. Now what do we have? The surest way is to see the same Lord shines in the reality of the Guru, and we can gain the certainty of ourselves if we but love, serve, take it.